and welcome to the Garden Route National Park in South Africa. I'm going to start right up in the top of the pass. That's not really where the park starts, it starts down in George. We're going to start in a place called Swartberg Pass. I really want to just include this as part of the journey because coming through this pass is unbelievable. It's lovely places to stop in, laybys. Not many places in the world where you can see a sign that says don't feed the baboons. The rock formations are outstanding. You can see the day was a little bit cloudy, but even so it was amazing. Maringspoort has a superb waterfall, and there are lots of people stop here during the summer just to go and have a look at it. And that's why I turned up to go and have a look at this too. The water is crystal clear and the water is amazing. At the base of the waterfall is a really deep pool, and in summer quite a few people actually jump off on the sides of the rock and into this pool just to cool off. I can tell you the water is ice cold. A little bit further on from the falls you'll come to a place where you can find some olden day graffiti. This is where Harry the elephant has been carved into the rock by a poet and really a chap who has documented the cultural history of the Afrikaans people, Cornelius Langenhoven. So you can go and see his writing. There's some amazing little wee houses, and the sights of the mountains never really leave you all the way down as you head towards George on your way to the garden route. So we're here now at Oudtshoorn. See, the day that I turned up it was pretty wet, but normally Oudtshoorn is very, very hot, very, very dry. As you head out of Oudtshoorn, you go down through another pass, which is quite a high drop, altitude of 609 meters. You're going all the way down to the sea, but the views you have from this pass and from some of the stopping places you have on the way down are tremendous, and certainly we recommend it. In the distance there is George and the great big Indian Ocean. So this is us heading in. So as we head into George now, this is really where the Garden Route National Park begins. We're going to just head straight through George. So first of all, we come into George from Oudtshoorn Pass. George, pretty big city, I say big town. You can buy most of the stuff that you need here, and there's lots of accommodation. But as you head out, you go past a beautiful river which heads on down to the Wilderness National Park, which is the first one that you're going to stop at if you're doing the garden route and you're stopping with sandparks. That's where we're at on now, and you'll see that it just opens up to an amazing view of the oceans. And I even managed to get a small clip of the waves for you, even though it was a horrible day. This then is the Wilderness Beach and Wilderness. As you continue down the road, there's just mountains always following you, and the cliffs are unbelievable. It is a truly special place to be. You'll come across lots of little wee areas to pull over and have a look and take your photos. The national parks actually have places for you to stay too. I didn't take that option. I decided I would find some of the small towns, which is what I did, and I stayed in a lovely place called Brenton-on-Sea, where I went to the Brenton-on-Sea cottages and was amazed to find, when I woke up in the morning, a pristine coastline with plenty to wander about and see. I got up really, really early to go and find this tranquil spot and just sit and contemplate the world as it went past. When I got down there was nobody on the beach. It was absolutely calm and quiet, and I had a little bit of a look around. There was quite a lot to see, and as you'll see a little bit later on, I saw a bird which I've been looking to see for quite some time. But there is lots to see. The waves were coming in very calmly. The day was just starting off very nice. It was as I was sitting here by the sea that I began to look about, and the sun was slowly coming up on this morning, and I managed to walk a little bit along the beach and got to see a white-breasted cormorant. It was sitting right on top of a rock, its wings open as it was drying out. And then, just as I looked to the right, there was an African black oyster catcher. It was busy doing his little wee business, looking around, having a bite to eat, and just finished off the morning perfectly. It was absolutely superb. And then this happened. Right in front of me, two seagulls came down, one with a crab he had just caught, and began tucking into his meal, which I take it was absolutely delightful. There's plenty to see, lots of flowers, lots of fauna. It's quite a special place, the garden route, so you will not be lost for birding or for flora and fauna. As we head on out of Brenton-on-Sea, we actually had a good overview of Knysna itself, and that was really quite special too. I haven't seen it before, but this is where the Knysna National Park is. So that's the second part that makes up the garden route, and you can go and stop there. I didn't quite make it to the Titsikama National Park, which is the third part, but I did make it all the way down to Jeffreys Bay, which is pretty much signals the end of the national park and the end of the garden route. However, the scenery obviously still stays absolutely gorgeous. The garden route, I can't say enough about it. It is definitely one to hire a car and drive along if you don't have one. Definitely worth making the effort to go and see these amazing spots. Rather special indeed. Plenty of places to stay. You can stay in the national parks themselves, or you can stay in the bed and breakfast as you go along. Get out there, have a look, comment and subscribe. Love to hear what you think of it. This is National Parks Guy. Cheers.